you're a millennial working in a business that's basically with older people. What is it like coming in with your fresh ideas versus the no man, this is the way how we've done it. This is how reggae sounds. This is your Jamaican. This is how you're supposed to present it to the world. What's that been like?
I think that the tone of that is actually changing right now, to be honest, especially with what is actually on the music that's on the forefront of Jamaican music at the time right now. I mean, everybody can agree that Coffee is doing amazing for the genre, and you can also realize that she's not doing purest reggae music. Neither is it even dancehall. It's such a special thing you don't even know what to call it. So I feel like that in itself kind of changes the conversation with what I'm doing, what Savannah is doing, what even Protoje and Chronixx them. Chronixx Della move is definitely like a trap, a trap reggae song.
Hmm.
So being alive in a time like this right now and doing music, and also I'm not in studio with just producers who are thinking one-sided. They're actually thinking about expanding, because I work with a lot of young producers to myself. So like JLL and Zaya and Ayatash, who is also young people who you'll hear on Protoge's upcoming album also. You'd
Okay.
realize that young people are actually in the spaces now to make this change, because people from back in the day, they did what they had to do already. They set the foundation and really showed us the science of it. But just being young and creative and curious, you're going to be culture bending and genre bending and all of that, because we're all experimenting and experiencing stuff. So for me, it's and working with people who are actually visionaries and not necessarily caught up in this is what this needs to be. I personally can't operate under like that rigid outlook on life, because you can't just say nothing happens in a linear manner. Things change all the time. So it's no pressure for me. I'm actually more excited, because what this means is that so many more people are going to be interested in what's happening. You can hear a song like a Protoje and a Popcorn, and it works.
Wicked song. I
You
see
know,
the visuals and I seen you in it too,
so
definitely.
I really think it's important for the culture, for us all to be working together, and the disparity of genres, and one being good and one being bad and one being conscious and one not conscious. In itself, what it's going to do is holistically bring people together. You get what I'm saying? So I'm chill with all of that.
Yeah. I think because you mentioned that word there too, purists. I think
Yeah,
you guys are purists not to the sound,
yeah.
but to the art of
To
being an
the
artist.
art,
I think that's
exactly.
where the purist comes in for you guys.
For sure, because it's just growing and learning.
Mhm.
A lot. Me and Protege would have deep conversations all the time, and he's like, a lot of people would think that, I'm the one doing all of this for all of you guys, but in an essence, y'all are doing so much for me. Because if
Mhm.
I didn't see like a you and a Sev, or you guys contributing what you are contributing to the music, then my sound would have probably stayed the same for the past decade that I've been doing my thing. So it's a whole energy exchange that's very important.
You guys found your tribe. So
Yeah,
everybody understands what everybody else is doing.
yeah, and I often think about it, and I'm like, I'd love to hear the music that Bob Marley would be making if he was here now. Like
Crazy.
Garnet Silk and them. Just imagining them on some of these productions would be crazy.
Yeah.
No, so it's
You're
just
100%. You're
for sure.
100% right because if you look at Bob Marley's music, it's not traditional
No,
reggae per se.
he definitely, I feel like he's from the future,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
sure, for sure.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusichut.com.